Okay. All right. Absolutely screw it. I'm having massive difficulties with my audio right now. Hello, Steven. This is meant to be brief. I found a video that is definitely not something you would typically find on YouTube. I have my other sources, so to speak. Speaking of which, it'd probably be wise before I share to hide the source. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to share this video that I have downloaded. This is the first video I've downloaded onto this PC, the brand new tower. And hell, fuck it, man. Let's get right into this bullshit here. What's up, Warrior Mom? Steven. I'm gonna play a little something special, and I think it's something we can all laugh at. I would hope. I know it might be in bad taste. It might be borderline tragic, but when you listen to the cringe this woman says, and I'm going to assume that White Dragon, what's up? Cindy D, what's up? My son's life mattered. Yes, we're back, Queen. So check this vidya out. All right, you're gonna get a kick out of it. This time, I'm actually intending to ensure that it's brief as hell, and I hope the audio is okay because I'm getting all kinds of weird feedback. By the way, I'm glad that I actually did this. I have the opportunity to tell you all the last live that we all participated in, all 50 of us. Um, they YouTube has thusly, and I always promised I'd offer receipts. Okay, they have restricted the video, so allow me. I'm glad. Thank you, Queen. Allow me to show you the proof. I made a post and I contested it, which is my word to do so. Okay, you could see at the top. Wait for the focus to kind of. There we go. See, I chose not to monetize the commercial for Stuck in the Middle, but that top one, there you go. There you go. Yellow, that means restricted, algorithm issues, so on and so forth. We're going to keep keeping this platform, the number one platform for now, transparent. And when I say for now, I mean this platform being the number one. I do believe, unless YouTube shapes up, unless we continue to hold them accountable, it will fall to second, to third, and to complete obscurity. Rumble's where it's at. Again, Friday night, catch CanCon live right here. So here's the video. Here's the video in all its glory. What's up? Hell yeah, yo man. Actions, not distractions. That's my boy. That's something I could live by that. You are still Mr. Prez, man, and now you preaching. You are preaching, and I hear you. Now, let me see. Now you know where they are going. Yeah, I don't know. Was it the title? I'm thinking personally, the last video, I made it very clear that it was. We've all come to the conclusion. Mainstream outlets, platforms, they have an issue with, and they have a bias censorship, right? Now, I've been able to get away with a lot of stuff by not including information in the title and or description with hashtags. I chose to test YouTube's tolerance further by including uh, in the title, what was it? Child owns the libs or lib school board. So now, let's see how long it lasts. Because normally, when I contested it immediately, I asked for a review. I even went through the whole submission process and said nothing controversial was discussed, unless you want to tell me what was so controversial. With that being said, this is something. Oh, damn it! I can hear the feedback from this godforsaken microphone. I'm growing to hate. All right, so here we go. I'm going to click this button. What does this button do? All right, y'all. If it starts squeaking, I'm sorry. I'll act quickly. This little comedian, I'm sure this has been viral at some point. Heather McDonald. I hope she did not expire. I hate codes. Hope she didn't die. YouTube, you got me? We're in the first 5 minutes. I hope she didn't die from being overly vaccinated. Overly vaccinated. Because that's exactly what she starts talking about. Irony is such a funny thing. So everybody, lo and behold, I don't know. You take. Hey, what's up, Independent Mini? Hell yeah, that name is badass, by the way. So here we go. I'm gonna hit play. Just listen. Let me check the audio.
I don't mean to brag. I don't care.
Can you guys hear that okay? That's important for me to know. Were you able to hear that clearly before I continue to play? Let me check comments. Just give me a yeah, no, trust. We're gonna get to it. Could you guys hear her? Because I did play. I hit the play button, and it's important. I will not, hit the play button unless I know that this is being heard. So I will wait. One more time. You got it. Here we go. Let me check the volume on this. It's at 100. Okay.
I don't mean to brag. I don't care, but I want you to know double vaxxed, booster, flu shot.
Did you hear? Please, just a Y or an N. It's clear. Sounded low. All right. Give me a moment and little risk. No risk, no reward. Putting it up at 80. You don't know the audio issues. Things been yelling at me. All right. We're going to start over. And it's so brief, but this is one of those videos that should go down in history. I'm going to play it again, and I'm going to let it ride. We're at less than 7 minutes. Let's see, YouTube. Will you censor this like Twitter censored their FBI contacts and the 500 pages of blocking adverse information, negative information about vaccines? How about this? Will you censor this?
I don't mean to brag. I don't care, but I want you to know double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes! Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most.
She's clearly one of Jesus's favorite people because she chose to be vaccinated and boosted and everything else and the shingles and the just with the period and going to Mexico. Oh yeah, this woman's loved by Jesus, the angels, the Virgin Mary, God above. So let's see the reward after all that virtue signaling for the greater good. Ready?
Seriously. So nice. So nice.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Okay. All right. Sorry. Let me check the chat, and then I need one more for the road. Okay. I'm not laughing. I'm not. This is not funny. You're insensitive to the plight. Okay, we're gonna let this go one more time. My intention is to keep this short. I'm testing YouTube's algorithm again, but let me hear this warrior woman of vaccines.
I don't mean to brag. I don't care, but I want you to know double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes! Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously.
And then
So nice.
Smited. Oh, that was a doozy. Look, I'm not laughing at the pain of anybody else, but they say pride comes before the fall, and she took a mighty big. I'm sorry, lady. I hope you're alive, okay, and learned a lesson with a little humility. So yeah, and oh my goodness, man, like by all means, look into the information that the mainstream does not want you to look into. Twitter, for their own reasons, didn't want us looking into any reports done by viable doctors, institutes, think tanks, to discover that vaccines did have, in fact, an adverse reaction. That's the last thing the powers that be in big pharma and our government wants. Okay, my own opinion on the governmental matter, and YouTube, strike me down. I just want to know where we stand. Okay. I'm sure there was some sort of health issue, but I'm more certain that it was done in an exercise to see how far people were willing to sacrifice their God given rights, constitutional rights, for the sake of a narrated and peddled greater good. And how willing we would be to sacrifice and tell on our neighbors, ostracize other people, and hey, I still have qualms about saying this, but there's a lot of things that like I'm proud of certain things. I'm proud I enjoy writing. I'm proud I like talking. Having pride in something like being a pureblood, that's a new thing for me. But you know what? I do have some pride in that. That doesn't mean I look down at people that took the vaccine. It just means that I'm glad I didn't put any sort of outside um, chemicals into my body without knowing full well that the research was done. That's all. That's it. That's all. So yeah, she felt like a brick, all right. A brick of bullshit, and yeah, chosen, all right. Chosen to give the message that she's acting like a fucking fool, and I hope she didn't get a skull fracture. Heather is alive. Hey, thank you, White Dragon, coming in with the real time news. So I just I downloaded that off one of my source sites where I get the stuff that I will tell you this. There was a time when riots were prevalent. I didn't want to rely on YouTube or other platforms similar, and I'd go to my secret site to find always the unedited information and videos, and they struck me down. I did earn a proper strike, but I believe it was because of the anti-violence policy of YouTube. You need to blur out. You can't even you can't show people like punching each other. So I'm sure that's why I had that temporary strike. The only strike that stuck was, and this is an old story, 2 seconds it'll take me, reading the op-ed by a virologist during COVID's prime, we'll say, when we all had to be so scared of our own rights. So that's it. That's all. Okay. Thanks for joining as briefly as this is, and good night. All right. And hey, don't feel bad if you did, do what you were told was the greater good. Do not feel bad. I'm not being condescending. All right. But I am noticing that as I get more and more sure of myself and where I stand and how I feel, it does drive some people away, but it gets me with the people I intend to surround myself with. Doesn't mean I want to be around an echo chamber. No, I intend to reach outside of the aisle, so to speak, and have as many conversations, as much dialogue as possible, because I know that's not what the powers that be want from us, nor expect from us. And I do believe vaccines was one of their strategic means to split us apart. Good night, one and all. Peace. Pure blood. Oh, snap. I ruined it.